Hello, YouTube. This is Tomoko-Heika coming to you with another video. I'm terribly sorry for not uploading for a long time. It's just been one of those days. It's just been one of those years where I got into some problems and whatever. And I wanted to talk about a fun little subject because there's two games out there that I want to mention, which is Call of Duty Vanguard and Battlefield 2042. Both games are incredibly fucking terrible. And there's multiple reasons why. And I'm going to kind of go over why they are terrible. And here's another thing. If you want to play like a good modern military shooter, there's World War III on PC, which I think is coming out with a console release eventually. And then there's I don't know. It's just you just can't. I don't know why. It's just all these AAA companies just make these shitty games, or these games just don't matter what the fuck they make them. So I'm going to go over the one that I know about because I think the worst of two evils, which is Vanguard. Vanguard is a fucking awful game. And the reason why it is so fucking awful is a couple reasons. One, you have the operators, I think the operators are fucking horrific in fucking Vanguard. Because it's one thing to make... here's the thing. I was okay with Modern Warfare's operators. Toward the end, it was becoming a little fucking dim-witted. But it was fine. There were some normally Spetsnaz characters that were enjoyable. Memorable. But when Cold War came, it just, you lost the aesthetic. You mean to tell me you're playing as the Warsaw Pact, a communist faction, and yet there's only, two Russian males in the entire fucking, division? That's kind of dumb. And I love the fact that they said, milsims. There's milsims, but the milsims are absolutely fucking shit because it's just two random hobos that they just hired to the organization for both Warsaw and NATO. And then we get to Vanguard, which Vanguard, for some reason, decided, for a World War II game, why not we just not add the Germans and the Japanese? Which, why would you think that's a good idea? You already know that this... So basically what's happening in these team death matches is just it's ally just slaughtering each other, and the Germans are just looking up on the freaking mountains. Yes, Hans, let us wait until the Yankees start killing each other, then we can steal their fucking equipment. There's one Japanese guy, but he's a fucking deserter. Which I don't care how much of a fucking descendant of samurai he is. If he's a fucking deserter, I don't want to fucking deal with him. And then there's one German soldier, but it's a Luxembourg soldier, not even German. And same thing with him, he's a fucking deserter. Though unlike the Japanese, I don't know. They're very fucking cringy, very fucking annoying, and I don't know why, but they made Butch, which is your fucking advisor, more annoying than ever. Holy shit. Now, what I've heard about the campaign is that it's awful, and I'm not going to review it because I didn't pay $60 for that dumpster fire, which other people have. So the operators are absolutely terrible. The guns are pretty fucking shit, and the best part is, if you play Warzone, they basically buffed all these World War II guns, and which, by the way, here's the thing, you can't even play the game, fucking historically anymore, because if you want to, let's just say you want to play as a Japanese loadout, or a German loadout, or an American loadout, Like, you have to just bring all these fucking attachments. All 10 of your attachment slots need to be filled with the gun. In which case, your gun looks like a fucking train wreck. It looks like it would just fall apart easily. It looks like the moment you shoot the gun blows up. The gun just goes kaboom. Oh, and I love the Battle Pass. Because the Battle Pass is like where you only get the good military skins. Well, the rest of the skins are utter shit. Have you realized, by the way, every time you play, every time you every time there's a Battle Pass, the skins look actually military-ish, while the skins for like the store are just like Barbie princess, anime skins, fucking like clowns, like someone wants to play as fucking Ronald McDonald's, or it's fucking some homeless person they just hired. It just gets like Santa fucking Claus. You got fucking you got like Ghostface. Apparently Ghostface is a communist, apparently, because let's put him in the Warsaw Pact. Let's put a serial fucking killer in the fucking Warsaw Pact. I imagine he's pretty fucking pissed right now. He says, I'm supposed to murder people, and there's the KGB's like, nay, you could not do that. You will have to kill, professional soldiers. I'm like, I can't do that. How the fuck do you expect me? I have a shitty knife. How the use AK? And I'm like, I don't use an AK. Like, I'm supposed to lure people out into the open to stab them. I'm like, do job or you go to Gulag. Meanwhile, the NATO get like John McCain and Rambo, which their voice actors are voiced by the movie. So they couldn't fucking hire the voice actors for those two actors, but they took clips from the movie. Holy shit. Oh, and it gets better, people. So unlike Modern Warfare, where you actually had Leech, which was an actual soldier. You got Ronan, who actually is ex Green Berets, I think. You got that one chick who's a fucking streamer. You got like actual people, but here in Cold War you just got movie fucking clips. And then I don't know what's gonna happen in Vanguard. Maybe they'll hire a fucking homeless person, and they'll be like on fucking crack saying I shouldn't do that, but anyway, it's like holy shoot. Oh, and the weapons are just garbage in that game. It's like, because they all look like they're about to blow up if you put too many attachments on them. Oh, and here's another lovely thing. Also, I heard there's a shit ton of propaganda. I don't know why, but apparently there's so much history manipulation in that fucking game. I'm like, oh, oy vey. Oh, it gets worse, people. It gets worse. Because not only do you have a shit roster of operators, you have a shit fucking game. You have a World War II game where there's no Germans or Japanese. But the whole, do you speak Japanese meme where the Japanese soldier walks up to an American and says, do you speak Japanese? In perfect fucking English, mind you. That has become the meme, and it shows how... And the people are like, okay, that one Japanese guy's holding a German shotgun, a hunting rifle. And I'm like, you couldn't just give the Japanese their fucking weapons? Why the fuck are they using German weapons, for Christ's sake? Oh, and by the way, I'm not just going to talk about Vanguard. I'm probably going to talk about Battlefield 2, because Battlefield 2... Also, I love the fact that this is the first time in video game history where a game has killed another game, has broken it. Because now Modern Warfare is just unplayable because Sledgehammer is a shit fucking development team. And then you have fucking Warzone, which is connected to Modern Warfare, which I'm surprised they haven't disconnected those shit. Yeah, I wonder why they haven't had a divorce yet. So what ends up happening is now co-op's unplayable. There's too much fucking lag in the fucking game. The game crashes every fucking time. You look at the where it crashes, and it's just fucking unplayable. And finally, now they're fixing it. Finally, now they're getting their lazy fucking asses on there. But by that time, it's too late. Most people moved on to Battlefield 4. Speaking of Battlefield 4, let's talk about 2042. Holy shit. If you think the operators are cringe in fucking Vanguard, where they're like, yeah, we're superheroes. We ride around in wheelchairs. Oh, you're gonna fucking love fucking Battlefield 42. The whole cringiest ass quotes I've ever fucking seen in a game. And Battlefield 24 isn't supposed to be a game based on these stupid special needs, like, operators. They're meant for basically, they're basically meant for, like, original soldiers. Like, the whole purpose of Battlefield is to show the looks of a soldier. But the problem is that you're playing as... I'm surprised that... And these soldiers come from everywhere, including countries that, like Romania, that may as well steal the fucking tires from the vehicle and run away with them. Oh my god. You couldn't... And they got rid of classes, too. They got rid of, like, the assault, support, recon, engineer. They got rid of that. Now you basically have soldiers that can heal you and blow up vehicles. Like, holy shit, as if you have destroyed the purpose of your fucking game. Oh, and it gets better, too. It gets better. Because, like, the battle passes are even worse because EA was trying to do all these funny haha hotel memes. Like these fucking, oh look, it's a Russian dressed up as fucking Santa Claus. Let's hope he doesn't smash into the vodka cabinet. But no, instead, let us make edgy stuff, like full black fucking guns, black fucking everything, because that's what the fans want. And no, we fucking don't. We just want good fucking uniforms and camos. But no, that's too much to ask from EA, because EA is a fucking spoiled brat. Every time you ask EA to do something, they do it in fucking spite. Like, that's not how you handle fucking customers. That's the way you get an angry mob in your fucking home. So that's why, with these two shit games, is it any wonder why Warzone players are fleeing to Fortnite? Yeah, they're leaving Call of Duty, this rated M for mature game, and they're going to fucking Fortnite. Is it no surprise that Battlefield players are going back to Battlefield 4, which is a far superior game. In fact, I have bought Battlefield 4 for the PC, and I will be playing it because it's more fucking fun than Battlefield 2042, which I have not bought. Hell, they're fucking fleeing to Battlefield 5, a game that was royally shit and censored the fuck. But they're going to it because, you know what? At least in that game, you can play as the fucking cherries. You can play as the freaking Japanese. Unlike Vanguard, where it's like, yeah, I'm just going to shoot at my clone of myself. Which, by the way, doesn't help the fact that because there's no semblance of team, you don't know which operator is which. If you can't see what their name is, you're probably going to die to them because you don't know if they're hostile or not. So it's like looking at a robber coming into your home, and you're wondering, is this robber my girlfriend, or is this robber an actual fucking robber that's probably going to rape me in the middle of the night? Lesson of the fucking day. Lesson of the day, my wonderful, beautiful children, is essentially play the fucking better versions of games. If you're going to play Battlefield 4. Or if you're a sadistic cunt, play Battlefield 5. If you're going to play a good Call of Duty, play fucking Modern Warfare. Because God has simply fucking abandoned EA and Activision to eternal damnation. And honestly, I'm wearing this helmet because I thought it would be cool. And it's like, it's cold and I'm like fucking freezing. I hope you all had a happy Christmas. I hope none of you got those two shit games. I hope to God you had a good New Year's, and I hope to God you haven't become so depressed because you're fucking like you're changing of your lifestyle with your revolution for this year has since failed, because most likely 90% of people fail that. Hell, I failed my fucking resolution. Anyway, I gotta leave before I get fucking frostbite. Yay! Anyway, ta-ta. Until next time. Maybe a video between here and now. Maybe a video before my death. I don't know. But all I know is that I hope you all have a wonderful day. This is Tomoko-Heika signing out, and God bless Russia.